Qu'est-ce que tu fais là?
Le plan extérieur, évidemment.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here.
The first thing we need, of course, is to get things up and running on the ground. The support teams in the hotspots in frontline member states must be operational as soon as possible. Staff deployed by EU agencies and other EU member states will help identify, screen and register migrants upon entry in the EU. They can only work in partnership with national authorities who need to do their part of the job in the next few days, in particular to ensure adequate reception capacity. The European asylum system can only work if everyone plays by the rules. This is why we are taking action today to ensure member states actually comply with what they had agreed to do. I'm sorry to say that until now only 5 member states have properly transposed and implemented the asylum legislation. So we are launching 40 new infringement cases in addition to the 35 open ones.
The European Union is putting all its political weight to try and facilitate a solution to the conflict. Let me say that the credibility and the work we have done in reaching the Iranian deal can open some possibilities for different kind of dynamics in the region. As we concentrate on the refugee crisis that originates mainly from Syria through the Western Balkan route, we have to stay focused also on the Mediterranean route. Media attention shifts very quickly, but we have to stay focused also on the other routes that till a few months ago was at the center of our attention. That's why preparation for the Valletta summit is going on very intensely. Money is not all, also when it comes to the southern route. Our work on pushing for an happy end of the Libyan crisis is getting to the final, hopefully to the final steps. It is the last mile of the marathon. It is always the most difficult one to run. It is now time for the Libyans to take the final responsibility to deal with the coming together of their country.
Today we have taken a decision to propose additional 1.7 billion euros. With this money, we are more than doubling financing to deal with the refugee crisis since the moment it started in the beginning of the year. At that point, we had 4.5 billion for 2015-2016. Today, with this additional funding, we are at 9.2 billion. What is the composition of the 4.7 billion additional money we have mobilized in the Commission? From the Commission, 1.2 billion for measures that have been adopted in the Commission's proposal in May and in September, 1.8 billion for the Africa Trust Fund, and now 1.7 billion that would be used for 2 purposes inside the European Union to improve the emergency reception facilities and capacity of the most overburdened countries to cope, and secondly for aid to refugees outside the European Union, primarily via the World Food Programme, UNHCR and ICRC. It is not just a matter of money. We also need people with the competence that can be deployed in our member states to help. We are significantly increasing the capabilities of the 2 agencies, Frontex and EASO, and we have also made the call to our own staff in the Commission, those who fit descriptions of expertise and are willing to shift to the 2 DGs most under stress, DG Home and DG ECHO, to come forward.
We are now in a position to relocate 160,000 refugees in Europe. We are finally able to put solidarity in practice. We have heard many times before saying that solidarity should stop being a slogan and should become a reality, and this is the case. The Commission and the European Union agencies will work very closely. We have already started doing that with Italy and Greece, so the migration support teams become operational by the end of this week. Member States with external borders, as you know, are confronted with very particular challenges. The Commission expects that they will ask for the deployment of the Rapid Border Intervention Team, the well-known RABIT. This measure will strengthen the controls while at the same time respect the dignity and the rights of the refugees. We are defending Schengen. Schengen is not the problem, and as some have said, Schengen, if we make full use of its tools, is the answer and the solution. To this end, I will continue to work closely with Member States, as I have done during the last months. But on the top of this, we will present new proposals to reinforce and improve border controls.
Our comprehensive material has already been distributed. It's online. Thank you all. See you in an hour with the President.